Wonjoku Girl Hello and welcome to another episode of Wonjoku Girl where we talk fashion trends and those things around us that keep life going. I'm your host, Wonjoku Girl. The holiday season comes with a lot of joy as we spend our time preparing meals, we spend our time drinking, and we spend our time celebrating with family members and friends. While we spend our time enjoying, we also have to think of the health implications of everything we are doing, because some people will be forced to consume without moderation. That's why Wonjoku Girl has come up with 5 tips that can help you to remain healthy during this holiday season. And our first tip says you should consume a lot of water. During this period, we are exposed to a lot of drinks, a lot of fruits, a lot of things to consume every day. But during this time, we have to choose water. We have to choose to consume lots of water so that we remain hydrated no matter what we do. This brings us to our second tip for the day, which says that we should make an appropriate menu. Our menu should contain healthy foods that will not cause us problems after we consume them. We should try as much as possible to include fruits and vegetables in our menu during this period. This brings us to our third tip for the day, which says that we should not forget exercising. During this period, we might try to say that we are occupied with the decoration, with visiting family members, but we should not forget our routines of exercises every day, because this will go a long way to keep us healthy while we celebrate. This brings us to our next topic, our next tip for the day, which says that we should try as much as possible to wash all our fruits and vegetables appropriately, and the utensils we use during this period. We should also try as much as possible to check the expiration dates of all the canned things we buy from the supermarket, so as to avoid being infected with anything, any bacteria, anything after we consume them. This brings us to our last tip for the day, which says you should not forget to wash your hands. Always wash your hands to eliminate any germ that will be in your arms, because you might be forced to touch so many things during these holiday seasons. Now we give you some 2 bonus tips for the day. The first bonus tip says that you should try as much as possible to avoid or consume little or no alcohol during this period, because it will go a long way to make you dehydrated and will make you feel uncomfortable the next day after you consume it. And our last bonus tip says that you should try as much as possible to manage your stress during this period, because you might be forced to listen to one particular Christmas carol over 7 or 12 times per day, so it might stress you. So you can use this period to go out also for walks. You can stroll around the neighborhood to make you less stressed and more comfortable during this period. I hope you enjoyed all the beautiful tips I gave today. I'll be back with our fruity twisty and our fashion trend for the day.
Fruity Twisty.
You're welcome to our fruity twisty slot on Wonjoku Girl, and today we are going to talk about the sugarcane. The sugarcane is one of those plants that we find around us. Most of us have it in our compound, as well as we can find it in our local markets. It comes in various forms, different colors: red, green, black, and it is very sweet. It has a very sweet juice that comes from it. It is usually used to make sugar, but we can also consume it naturally or normally to enrich ourselves or have the delicious taste of its juice. Sugarcane is very nutritious, as it also contains fiber. It also contains vitamin C, vitamin A, and vitamin B complex, and this helps goes a long way to boost our energy level in our system. It can also help us to manage kidney stones. It helps us to build our bones and our teeth, and it goes a long way to make us stronger and make our immune system function well. It might interest you to know that sugarcane also contains nutrients like carbohydrates. It also contains proteins, and it also has a high level of calcium or magnesium that helps in boosting our immune system. Just go out today, get some sugar canes, come home, try to consume them just the way you love. You can squeeze it and make a juice out of it, as well as you can bite it locally and eat it as you might love it. I hope you enjoyed the beautiful tips we shared about the sugar cane today. I'll be back with our fashion trend for the day, so don't go anywhere. Fashion trend of the day. Yeah, welcome to a fashion trend of the day slot on Wonjoku Girl. And today we are talking about turtlenecks. Turtlenecks have been a popular trend for many decades internationally. Not only do they keep a person's neck warm, they are also very fashionable and come in many different colors and style to accompany all looks. Turtlenecks made their first popular appearance in the 1920s among the middle class society, but existed even earlier. They then began to taper off in 1980s, 1990s, and early 2000s. However, many people are beginning to find new ways to style them, creating new trends for this year. Turtlenecks can be worn by any gender, making them an even more appealing and fashionable article for clothing. In present day, turtlenecks are used to show a sleek sense of style, but back then they were mostly worn by adults or children who were more sensitive and religious. Every turtleneck is different, so do not be afraid to be unique. Add one of these turtlenecks to your wardrobe to be a part of the recurring trend. Enjoyed everything we put together for you today. I've been your host, Wonjoku Girl. Till we meet again, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year in advance.